What's up, you guys? I'm Carson Rouse, back with BusinessBuzz, where we focus on business, entrepreneurship, and investing. Today, we're going to be talking about the hot dog cart side hustle that you may want to get involved in. If you've ever been to a big city like New York City, for example, there is no doubt in my mind that you've seen a hot dog stand. Heck, even if you're in a smaller city, there's a lot of hot dog stand owners that set up shop there as well. So I'm sure that you've seen one before, and you may have even been a customer of one. It really wouldn't surprise me, considering that the average American eats around 70 hot dogs every year. That's a lot of hot dogs. Speaking of hot dogs, Joey Chestnut just ate 75 hot dogs in a few minutes. That's more than the average American eats in a whole year. So you might want to get him as your customer. But is it worth it to really start a hot dog stand? How much can you expect to make, and what all goes into it? Those questions and more are ones that I'll be answering in today's video. But before we get into it, you guys gotta go down and smack that like button for me. I'm talking bruise it. I don't want it walking after you hit the like button. Let's get into the business model. The hot dog business model is pretty simple. First, you gotta buy your necessary cooking products like a griller, a hot dog rotisserie, a cooler for drinks, napkins, forks, stuff like that. And then you also gotta buy your food products like hot dogs, sausages, and pop. Then, of course, people have to buy the food so you can make a profit. And most hot dog cart owners set up their shop in a really busy walking area and charge their hot dogs for a few bucks a dog. Many hot dog salesmen also accept and encourage tipping, which is another huge stream of income in this business. Now let's get into the requirements. Possibly the worst part of setting up a hot dog stand are the legal requirements and permits that you need to obtain before you even sell a single hot dog. If you're too young or don't want to get involved in something so complex, I recommend watching one of our other side hustle series videos right here. The legal requirements can change and differ depending on which city or state you're living in, or even the type of food that you're selling. Like if you also want to sell burgers, they can change. Firstly, you can almost always expect a pre-approval inspection of the equipment and cart that you'll be using. You can also expect to obtain a business license, a safe commercial kitchen license, and you'll need to pass a state course where you need to learn how to safely handle your food. Make sure to report your food every day that you'll be, cooking and selling to the commissary, and you also have to clean your equipment after every day, especially now with the old virus. Heck, a lot of states will even limit the signs that you can put on your cart up greatly. There's a lot of content requirements and limit the amount of signs that you could put on so the advertising isn't too pushy. Now let's get into the startup cost. While starting a hot dog stand is generally considered a pretty cheap startup cost business, there are many hidden costs that can sneak up on you. This includes, but is not limited to, equipment cost, marketing cost, insurances costs, and all sorts of extra money. According to foodtruckempire.com, you can expect to pay up to $29,000 at the high end to start up your hot dog business. Of course, this can tremendously fluctuate depending on your situation, usually the city that you live in. If you're doing this in New York City, it could be very expensive. It can also depend on your startup needs and how big you want to start out. And it's not just startup cost. Every month or so you can expect to pay between $1,000 and $3,000 just to maintain the business with different food, repairs, and stuff like that. Now let's get into the marketing and how you bring customers to your business. Marketing your hot dog stand is best done out in the streets. There are so many businesses these days that social media can be a huge help. And while that can help you in your hot dog sales to help grow your brand and get your name out there, mostly you're going to be selling your dogs out on the street. Again, social media isn't going to be very effective for this kind of business. It can't hurt, but it's not going to help you too much. What's really important here are the signs that you put out on your stands to really stick out and kind of show your vibe. And also, more importantly than that, the smile on your face. You want to make your customers feel very welcome and comfortable. You're also going to want to do some market research and stalk your competitors a little bit to find out which prices are the best in your area to generate the most boost revenue and sales. It's also a necessity to write out a well-organized business plan. Also, a little tip, make sure to market your hot dogs with combo meals with drinks, because I'm telling you, drinks are very, very high margin, and that's where many hot dog salesmen and restaurant owners, for that fact, make a lot of their money. Many successful hot dog vendors can make well over 6 figures a year just selling hot dogs. Now, of course, about 35% of that money goes back into expenses, and then you also have to pay self-employment taxes, but still, that's pretty good money. I hope you guys actually end up considering this business idea. I'd love to see one of our subscribers actually start up a little hot dog stand. If you haven't already, you gotta go down and subscribe to this channel. I mean, what are you doing? You think you're a part of the business community, but you're not subscribed to BusinessBuzz? Go subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.